What's up, Dunk Squad? It's White Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 4 of the Madden 23 Tennessee Titans realistic rebuild. If y'all watched part 3, we just can't buy a playoff appearance. We were just one game or a couple of games, a couple of wins away from making the playoffs or having a chance to make the playoffs, as we have yet to make the playoffs, not only in this rebuild, but in Madden 23 as a whole. Derrick Henry went down with a big injury. Tore his pectoral muscle, was out for the season. We won a couple of games, went on a little winning streak. We were like 4-0, 5-0. When he went down with that injury on the franchise tag contract, was up, didn't know what the future was going to hold for King Henry, but we did end up bringing him back, and we did miss the playoffs. But we had a winning season, over 500, 9-8 record. We were second in the AFC South. I forgot which team won the division. May have been the Jaguars, but we really should have won the division, and that is our focus going into year 4. We're looking to win the division. We're looking to get our first division title and make the playoffs with our first playoff appearance. With that being said, let's waste no more time and meet the squad, the team, the roster before the preseason here starts in year 4. And another thing that's going to be a big story for year 4 is the quarterback position, and that is Malik Willis. Now, he is going into his 4th year. He was a 3rd-round pick, so no 5th-year option to pick up. This is his contract year. This is his year to prove that he can be our quarterback of the future, franchise quarterback. He no longer has that player tag of the quarterback of the future. He's stuck on that normal dev, 71 overall. He's 26, going to be 27. Not going to ask for a lot of money, but when you look at the stats, he is kind of holding the offense back. Of course, we rely on Derrick Henry in the running game, but he had his best year when it came to, passer rating, passing yards, touchdowns, and even picks. He threw, 15. But he's improved every year, but at the same time, we're still waiting for him to take that jump. So what we didn't see any veteran quarterback in free agency that we were interested in. There was really no quarterback at the top of the draft where we were going to trade up. We didn't have a 1st-round pick, so there was like one quarterback, but he went earlier than expected in the draft. But we, being the draft king and all, we found this guy, Noah Foster, 6'1", 228, out of Northern Illinois, 67 overall, and he had a hidden dev. Now, he has something that Malik Willis doesn't have, and that is that hidden dev trait. Most likely going to be star. We'd be shocked if it was like superstar. We actually got a couple of X factors along the way, but his throw power doesn't compare to Malik Willis. But when you look at that short accuracy, 84 short accuracy, you just can't throw it deep. 2 different types of quarterbacks. I'm gonna let this kid Noah Foster battle it out with Malik Willis. It is not a guarantee that Malik Willis will be our starter for the season, or at least for the whole season. If he slips up, we're gonna put Noah Foster in and see what he can do, because we're kind of stuck in a situation where we're going into year 4. We haven't made the postseason, and if we were to replace Malik Willis, not extend him, and look for another quarterback, we would most likely have to try to find one in free agency, because we don't want to go into a Super Bowl year 5, Super Bowl or bust situation where we don't have our franchise quarterback on the roster, and we don't want to maybe draft a rookie quarterback and see if we can win it all in his rookie year. So Malik Willis got to step it up this season. Noah Foster may be the new quarterback here for the Tennessee Titans. Running back, we still got Derrick Henry. We worked out a deal last year because, we won those games, a couple of games without him, and then we went like on a little losing streak. It was obvious that he is still the focal point of this offense, and we're going to look to, I don't want to say this, run him into the ground, but that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to run King Henry until he can't run no more. McClain. Now, along with Montague, who was our generational talent, our receiver we drafted last year, I called them the Generation X because Montague had X Factor, and so did McClain, and I just so happened to check, and he's down to star. Down to star. Shaking my head, bro. Still have Hassan Haskins on the roster, but McClain did really well when Derrick Henry went out with the injury. And then we just keep on adding to the running back room. Jamario Bell, who we drafted, I think, in like the 3rd, 4th round, 74 overall, hidden dev, another power back. All of our running backs are all power backs, baby Henrys, back there. But we just want to add to the running back room. Hassan Haskins going into a contract year. Don't know if we're going to extend him, especially with King Henry under contract and McClain, who was an X-Factor that we drafted last year. Bell's probably going to take over that third running back role. Fullback, we still have Torrey Carter. We've led the league in rush almost every damn year, so that's why he's still on the team. Montague had a great rookie season. I think I'm going to put him in the slot. It seems like the Tennessee Titans playbook, they target the slot receiver most. Not a bad rookie year, but when you look at Treylon Burks stats, he finally broke out last season. He had 1,000 yards his rookie year. But he was in the slot that rookie year. 2023, he wasn't. I think Kyle Phillips was in the slot. You saw that he only had one touchdown. But look at the season he put up. 1,112 yards, 71 catches, 16 touchdowns, finally going up to star dev. Great year for Treylon Burks. And great job for him for taking over the role of our wide receiver 2, even though he played like our wide receiver 1 last year. Tevin Montague, though, will probably get those slot targets. Kyle Phillips has just been an okay wide receiver 3. We have some of these guys from the rookie draft class of 2021 or 2022. Their contracts are coming up. Kyle Phillips, Hassan Haskins, Malik Willis. So don't know if any of them will make it back on the team. We did get this guy in the draft, Spencer Callaway, 22 years old, only a 6'9" overall. But look at his speed, though. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 92 agility. I think he will be more of a kick returner, punt returner more than a wide receiver 4. Brought in Jamison Crowder for that veteran mentor, bridge player, wide receiver 4 type role. Tight end got Ted Hess going into his third year. Aquanko moving up the depth chart. He is now tight end 2. Left tackle Avery Wilson, who was a draft pick from last season. I'm glad he didn't get robbed of his depth trait. He sat behind Taylor Lewan, was not ready to play. A couple of games he got in last season, he gave up multiple sacks in the game, but I think he'll be ready this year after sitting behind Taylor Lewan for a year. Just in case, though, we brought in Cameron Fleming to be his mentor and backup left tackle, also probably like a swing tackle for us. Tyler Walker going into his second season, did a great job at guard last season. We drafted this other guy just to be a backup. Joey Linsley, probably up there with Nate Davis, is like our most highest potential offensive lineman that we have on the roster. We brought in Jake Brando to be a backup. Nate Davis, still our best offensive lineman. Tommy Kramer still here. And then Nicholas Petit-Frere, who's been okay at right tackle. I don't think he's given up more than 10 sacks in a season. Probably the first 2 seasons. Last season was his best year, and he's also going into a contract year, and I think we will look to extend Nicholas. Hell, out of all the rookies on this team from the 2022 draft class, he's probably the one that is definitely going to get a new contract extension. We brought Jack Driscoll back to be the backup. Greg Rousseau was our big free agent signing. We saw him there in free agency. We had a lot of money. We had like over $90 million in cap space to spend. We wanted to upgrade at left end. We had Dean Lowry, Malik Dowell last year, but superstar dev trait, Greg Rousseau coming over from the Buffalo Bills. I think he is going to add to this defense. This defense has been like top 3, top 5 the past 2 seasons. In the secondary, the D-line, the linebackers. Now the defense gets even more scarier with Greg Rousseau. We still have Antoine Locke there as a backup. You pair Rousseau up with Jeffrey Simmons, who had a great season last season. Deion Quick developing second year nose tackle. We brought in Devon Godchild to be his backup. Then Harold Landry, who went up superstar dev, and he's another one of those players that just got robbed, got knocked back down to star dev. I'm okay with that. David Long's still here. He's going to be our starter. We decided to bring him back more than over Zach Cunningham. Zach Cunningham wasn't interested. David Long had some interest. David Long was a little bit younger. They were same overall. They both played well, but we needed to get younger at the position. So we're going to go with David Long Jr. as a starter. Lonnie Callaway was our second-round pick. He was a right outside pass coverage linebacker, moved him inside, only dropped 1 point. I think he's going to do great in the middle linebacker position. It looks like a good athlete. And then Garrison Robertson was another right outside linebacker that we took, moved him inside the middle linebacker. But with him, he has the hidden dev trait. So I have to find a way to try to get him on the field. I'm not going to screw over David Long because he's been here for a long time. No pun intended. Right outside linebacker Don Fulton continuing to be a superstar edge rusher for us. Great first-round pick a couple years ago. And then Derek Barnett, why not bring him back? And then our secondary, who's probably been like my favorite part of the defense. Keep it all 4 guys: Elijah Molden, Caleb Farley, Roger McCreary, Christian Foley. We gave him a big contract a couple seasons ago. Roger McCreary, the very part one, first video. Won, I think, Defensive Rookie of the Year, at least for the AFC. Caleb Farley won the Superstar Dev trait last season, and I think he had what? He only had. Oh, okay. I was looking at the TFLs. He had 5 interceptions. He had those 5 interceptions like within the first 2 or 3 games too. Elijah Molden was getting involved. I just seen this guy down here, 6'3", 210, 93 speed, 90 acceleration, kind of like a Tariq Woolen build almost. Don't know where he came from, but I like him. Looks like a good player. Another 6'3" corner down there. But I love the secondary. Kevin Byard not slowing down anytime soon. Marshall still developing behind him. Amani Hooker still on the team. And we brought back Cruikshank because just like Elijah Molden, backup safety getting involved, getting picks, getting sacks, getting tackles. I love to see that. Will Lutz, who had a good season last season. And we brought back Stonehouse because I didn't realize that I didn't re-sign him. I didn't have a punter on the roster. So why not bring him back? We do need a new team captain. And I'm going to give it to Nate Davis. So it went from Ben Jones, who was our center year one, and then we promoted Taylor Lewan. Now that he's gone, Nate Davis becomes the new leader on the offensive line. We shouldn't need any more team captains, but that is the team going into year 4. Let's simulate. We're going to have a little bit of quarterback competition too. So this is going to be a fun one. And I don't think we have yet to win a preseason game. And as I was just talking about it, we do get the win over the 49ers, 28-26. Now I'm actually going to put in the rookie, Noah Foster, with the with first team. Gonna get first team reps. Let's put Bell in over Haskins. And I think that should be it. Everybody else should be fine. Yeah, everybody else should be fine. Just a switch at quarterback and backup running back. And let's see if we can get the win against the Giants. And we lose that game. Now we're going to put Malik Willis back in with the first team reps and see if we can win the final preseason game against the Arizona Cardinals. And we don't. So we at least win a game. We go 1-2. Every other team in the division went 3-0. And we only have to cut 7 players. So let's take a look at the stats. Foster. Going to give the edge to Malik Willis. Both quarterbacks really didn't impress. Wow, 60 attempts for Foster. But he probably played most. Played the second half. Lee Willis probably played just the first drive, so that's understandable. McClain will be running back 2. Hassan Haskins actually had a good preseason. I was hoping for Bell to beat him out with that hidden dev trait. But Hassan Haskins is going to hold on to that running back 3 spot, at least for this season. Montague will be in the slot. Aquanco, good preseason for him. Spencer Callaway actually did good. What is up with Phillips? Phillips does not get any targets when it comes to preseason. Petit Frere gave up 2. The left tackle, not giving up any. Avery Wilson, so it seems like he learned a lot from Taylor Lewan. And our rookie middle linebacker, 18 tackles, 1 TFL. He had a pick. We had a bunch of 1-bombs. And look at Dom Fulton and Derek Barnett getting pressure on the quarterback. Our rookie middle linebacker, Garrison Roberson, had a sack. David Long, Cruikshank, Caleb Farley. Will Lutz did miss a field goal. Not going to worry about it, though. And no special teams touchdowns. But we do have to cut 7 players. So we're going to quickly go through the roster so we can get on to the regular season. I'm excited just like I was last season. I'm excited to have a chance to make the playoffs. And let's get rid of let's get rid of Weary. Just release him. Don't need him. Tight ends should be good. Did I draft this guy? Yes, I did. So we're going to choose him or Chase Allen. Who's better? The rookie can catch better. Route running is just about the same. What about blocking? The rookie's a better pass blocker. Seems like Chase Allen's a better run blocker. I'm just going to release Chase Allen. We're going to go with the guy that we drafted. Offensive line should be good. We're going to keep the rookie right end that we drafted. We're going to get rid of James Houston. And we have a bunch of middle linebackers. I really only need 4. So we get rid of Jamison Clemens. Looks like nobody's going to make the practice squad. Looks like a bunch of guys are just going to get released. We'll get rid of Wayne. He'll be the first person to make the practice squad. And then quarterbacks, I know we probably have a lot. So I like Alan George with that speed still. I like this guy. I like this guy, his size too. So we'll get rid of this guy, Frederick Chamberlain. And then this extra free safety right here. And that should do it. We should have 53 on the roster. I might have cut a little bit too much. Yeah, so we're good, even with all those cornerbacks. And Tevin Montague, he's going to have a breakout. I think he's going to have a breakout year or two, and he's going to be one of the best wide receivers in the league. Hell, he already is 84 overall. X Factor got Greg Rousseau. I think he's going to have, if he doesn't have a good season stats-wise, I think everybody else around him, Harold Landry, Don Fulton, Jeffrey Simmons, I think all of those guys will benefit from him being a part of the team. Adjust the lineup. Y'all know how we do it. Adjust the lineup, go in, set up the depth chart. And I can't believe they screwed me out of the X Factor with McClain. But I'm glad Derrick Henry at least still has his. I would rather Henry go back down to like superstar dev with the torn pectoral muscle injury he had, and then have McClain keep X Factor. But we'll take it. We'll take the star. We ain't going to complain. Malik Willis will be the starter. McClain, Haskins over Bell, even though I need to get Bell some snaps. Don't know what his depth trait is. He'll be the backup fullback, though. Could even start him, really. And then we'll go with the other tight end. Receiver, Montague, Burks, Phillips, Crowder, Spencer Callaway. Offensive line should be good. Defensive end, everything should be straight when it comes to defense and offense. It's really just the specialists. I am going to start Caleb Farley this year. We're going to put Roger McCreary in the slot. That's going to be like the only change in the secondary, really. Kick return, we are going to go with Spencer Callaway. And I'm going to go with the cornerback, the big cornerback. And then punt return, I'm going to go with Jamison Crowder and Phillips. And maybe the running back. Maybe that's where we should get the running back involved. Yeah, let's do Jamario Bell. Get him involved. Will Lutz, no, we'll do the punter. They have about the same kick power. The accuracy for the punter is just 2 points better, so that's why we'll go with him. Third down back, I thought about making McClain, but with him regressing down, we're just going to leave it the way it is. Let's do Bell right here. McClain was going to be the power back this season, but like I said, the depth trait kind of screwed him over. Montague will be the slot receiver with Burks and Phillips. I don't know why they always do Jeff Simmons. It's going to be Harold Landry, though. And Harold Landry, and then Fulton on this side. And then this is going to be Jeff Simmons. This is going to be Rousseau, and then Quick. And that'll take some pressure off of Deion Quick. He doesn't have to be the second best D lineman on our team. Now that we have Greg Rousseau, they got Jeff Simmons, so he can be that third sub defensive tackle. And then Long, Callaway, and the rookie Robertson, slot corner. It's going to be Roger McCreary this year, followed by Elijah Molden, and then the backup free safety, Marshall. So that is the team. We kick off the season against the Las Vegas Raiders. I think I'm going to pick the same goal. I'm going to say about 10 wins because our team really kind of took a step back. I think we had addition by subtraction, and we also don't want to get our asses fired here for So we are at 80 overall offense. We've been stuck on like the 70s, like high 70s, 77. And our defense has always been high. So our defense looks to remain the same at 84, but our offense did go up 3 points. We are 81 overall, and I think we're going to have a good season. Let's take a look at the team really quick one more time before we simulate. It is the Malik Willis time. It is Malik Willis. It's your time to shine. It's your time to be explosive. I know you can do it. If you can't, though, you have somebody behind him that is looking to grab the keys and start this ignition, man. And looking at the defense we've developed, I think, really well. When you look at the D-line, way better than it was a couple of years ago. The young secondary all developing together. Wish Christian Fulton would at least get a dev trait. Monty Hooker and Kevin Byard in the back. The safeties, we got the edge rushers. The middle linebackers are always underrated. Even when we had Zach Cunningham on the team, they play great still, whether they have a dev trait or not. And let's see if we can get the win on the road to kick off the season in the season opener against the Las Vegas Raiders. And we lose 24-17. Monday Night Football, and they ran just as well as us. We outpassed them, and we didn't turn the ball over either. We were better than them on third down, better than them on fourth down, same in the red zone. How do we lose that game? How do we lose that game? Guess we just couldn't stop Josh Jacobs. Montague was great, 84 yards and a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Darren Waller. So we couldn't stop their superstars on offense. And Nicholas Petit-Frere, who I was just glorifying, had the worst game of his career. Gave up 4 sacks against Max Crosby, Mad Max. Lonnie Callaway, the rookie, been a linebacker. Don Fulton, Greg Rousseau. All the new additions to the defense getting some sacks. Will Lutz does miss a field goal. We still would have lost the game by 4 points, even if he did make that. So I'm not going to blame him. But the defense has to be better, and Nicholas Petit-Frere has to be better. First home game of the season against the 49ers. First mock draft where we can actually look at it because we have a first-round pick again, and we get a win, 28-7. We outrushed them, and I'm surprised we shut them down because I know they have Christian McCaffrey on the roster. We did turn the ball over, but we got 2 turnovers on the defense. And what happened? So, we might have a controversy here. Noah Foster got in and threw his first career touchdown for 4 yards. Malik Willis threw a pick. No sacks. He was 8 of 23. At least Noah Foster was 100% in his completion percentage. But we sacked Jared Goff 4 times. Derrick Henry was great. McClain was great. Shut Deebo Samuel down. We shut Deebo, and I don't see – they have Michael Carter now. I don't see Christian McCaffrey. Kyle Phillips was the leading receiver, 65 yards and a touchdown. Don Fulton, Greg Rousseau, Harold Landry, Christian Fulton, Jeff Simmons. I expect those sack numbers. Roger McCreary, Monty Hooker with picks. Brandon McManus misses a field goal for them inside the 21 one time for the punter. We get our first win, first dub of the season, first home game of the season. Love to see that. And the mock draft, they have us projected to take top 10 pick, right at number 10, a left end when I have Greg Rousseau. Now, it's like a bunch of D ends, right ends, left ends, and tackles. Do see a quarterback here, though, 6'5", 234. Out of Ohio, 8 under pressure. If he is elite, maybe this receiver here, just in case we lose Kyle Phillips. Don't know yet. Not worried about the draft. We worried about winning the Super Bowl or at least making the playoffs. So let's simulate against the division-leading 2-0 Houston Texans. I think we can beat them. And we do beat them by a field goal, 24-21 to get our second straight win. This is our best start that we've had so far. Our running game is just unstoppable right now. And look at our secondary. Not one team has thrown for at least 200 passing yards in the first 3 games against us. But Malik Willis, at the same time, he's not playing bad. He's not playing great. Do I make a change at quarterback? 7 sacks. The defense is getting a lot of pressure, too. McClain is running the rock, even though he got knocked down. Dev Trayton Haskins gets a touchdown. Devin Duvernay did have a great game against us, but Treylon Burks. Jamison Crowder got in 5 catches, 78 yards. That's why it's important to sign them bridge players / mentors. Where is our X factor? And Petit Friere has given up 7 sacks already in the first 3 games. Callaway getting sacks. Greg Rousseau, Dom Fulton, Kevin Byard. I told you Greg Rousseau was going to make everyone else around him better. Roger McCreary is doing great this season. Kind of replicating the first season that he had. And quarterback check-in. I'm going to say Malik Willis has been one of the top passers in terms of yards so far this season. Cap. But I want him to keep airing it out. Keep airing it out. We do have a new injury, and I'm going to take a guess and say Montague. It is Kyle Phillips, so not the receiver we thought. But Jamison Crowder just had a great game, so I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. So Jamison Crowder will be in. I would love to start Callaway, but Jamison Crowder did a good job, so we're going to stick with him, stick with the veteran. He can come in and give us a spark. Week 4, we have the 2-1 Arizona Cardinals. Let's see if we can make sure our slot receiver is actually, because they will switch it up on you. Make sure that Montague is in there, and I knew they would do that. Double check your depth chart always, especially a specialist. And 38-24 to advance to 3-1. No Kyle Phillips. Told Malik Willis to keep airing it out. He did not turn the ball over. Didn't know he was leading the league in passing yards or one of the top leaders. I still think they were capping that press conference. But 3 touchdowns, no picks, 234. Kyler Murray had a great game, 250, 3 touchdowns as well. But Derrick Henry, 4 straight 100-yard rushing yards game. 2 touchdowns for Montague, touchdown for Ted Hess. Jamison Crowder had 2 catches for about 16 yards each. Avery Wilson did give up 2 sacks. But Fulton, Simmons, this defense, man, putting up sack numbers, big sack numbers. As we prepare for, is that a primetime game against the Broncos? Don't know. Let's do the quarterback check-in. We should get some extra XP because he hit all the checklists. Get the extra 2,500 XP for the entire team. Now we have another. See, Madden knows what they be doing. Oh my gosh, bro. Torn pectoral from Derrick Henry last season when we were looking great. Now, torn pectoral. This is how I know. It's written in the script, bro. It's written in the script. The same damn injury that was suffered to Derrick Henry to screw our season. They hit me with it again to our newly superstar dev starting cornerback, Caleb Farley. This game knows what it be doing. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, we get the dub over the Cardinals. We got the Broncos coming up. We're at 1-3. We're probably going to kick our ass now that Caleb Farley is out of there. Still have Christian Fulton, though. Still got Roger McCreary. Elijah Molden will get a chance to play. That's why we kept him on the team. But, man, come on. McCreary, Molden. Let's do Molden, I guess. Put Cruikshank in. See if we can get the win. It would be our 4th straight win against the Broncos. So let's see if we can get the dub against them on the road without Caleb Farley, and we do 36-33. Our offense is scoring points. Maybe that's all we need, and we won primetime Monday Night Football. Maybe we just needed to draft another quarterback just to get Malik Willis going. Our passing yards were okay. Rushing yards have always been great. We did give up a lot of passing yards, but I would expect that with the injury to Caleb Farley. Close game. Trey Lance on the Broncos now. But Malik Willis, 2 touchdowns to 1 pick, 3 sacks, 230 yards, 99 yards, so 1 yard shy of keeping his streak of 100-yard rushing yards going. But 2 touchdowns for McClain. And Tevin Montague, 8 catches, 119. Touchdown for Hess. Treylon Burks had 40 yards. Jamison Crowder was okay. I'm thinking about putting that rookie wide receiver in and see what he can do. Actually, I'm going to keep Jamison Crowder in. And we're getting pressured. Roger McCreary taking advantage of the Caleb Farley injury. And Amani Hooker getting an interception in there. And we are winning. 4-1, our best start so far. I hope we don't melt down. No, we're always capable of that. And now we have probably the top team in the AFC, the Bengals. And we lose to them. 28-21, close game, though. Only lost by a touchdown. Same amount of points that we lost the first game to, the Texans. And we shut the running game down. We passed it well. We didn't turn the ball over. We were better than them on third down. I would say we outplayed them. What was the story of the game, though? We got off to a bad start, slow start, and they were up 21-7. We tried to rally back and ran out of time. Game that we could have won, probably should have won. We just couldn't stop Tyler Boyd. And a touchdown for Treylon Burks and Jamison Crowder. Also McClain. Gave up some sacks there. Jeff Simmons, Greg Rousseau, D. Lyman getting in there. And we missed the field goal by Will Lutz. But just like that first game, we lost to the Raiders on Monday night. Wouldn't have made a difference. Still would have lost. And now we have the Jaguars, who are 2-4. We're tied with the Colts right now. Texans right behind us at 3-3. So this isn't going to be an easy. It's not going to be a cakewalk for the AFC South title. See if we can bounce back, win this division game. And we do. High-scoring game. We're putting up a lot of points on offense, but I noticed at the same time we're giving up a lot of points on the defense. But 44-38, it went into overtime. We ran the ball. We passed the ball. And we're not turning the ball over this season. I am proud of the offense for that. And then Malik Willis probably had a career game for himself. About 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 21 of 30, 70 completion percentage, 105 for Derrick Henry, and 2 TDs. Receiving, Treylon Burks, 100 yards. Montague. Phillips is back in the rotation, back from injury. Has 2 touchdowns. Will Lutz makes his field goal, and we are, 5-2? And now we have the juggernaut 6-1 Chiefs, where we get Phillips back, right? So this is what I predict they're going to do to my depth chart. They're probably going to have Treylon Burks in the slot, Montague off of it, and then Crowder and Callaway in there. Watch this, y'all. Oh, they actually didn't mess with it. Okay. Probably changed my kick returners, though. Yeah, they did. Well, we have a breakout wide receiver, and is this Treylon Burks? Yep, Treylon Burks, try to get him a superstar dev. So I don't know if he'll hit it. Mock draft 2 is out unless I try to put him in the slot. Well, I want our best player in the slot. Where did this other quarterback come from? Where the hell did he come from? Earl Carey. But we are projected here in Mock Draft 2 to take another edge rusher left in. I don't know why. This whole rebuild, that's all they've been mocking us to take are left ends. And we fixed that position literally after year 1 or year 2. So not going to look to draft a left end, at least not in the first round. Now we have the juggernaut 6-1 Kansas City Chiefs. I kind of want to put Treylon Burks in the slot to see if he'll have a big game. So let's do that just for this game. Put him in the slot. Try to get the superstar dev. and advance to 6-2 and knock the Chiefs down to 6-2. And we can't lose by 6 points. And they passed all over us, almost 500, almost 470 passing yards. We couldn't pass the ball that well. We shut the running game down. We ran the ball. We didn't turn the ball over, and the game did go into overtime. But just Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry being Derrick Henry, Kadarius Toney now on the team. With Travis Kelce, Sky Moore, Phillips was our leading receiver, and Treylon Burks wasn't ready to become a superstar dev wide receiver, at least not for that game. Don Fulton had a sack, made our field goal. They even missed theirs. But we're going to put our Montague, the Generation X player, back in the slot. I've been going to the depth chart a lot. Trying not to do that, but always got to make sure, a little paranoid that they'll switch the depth chart on you. We're not going to click that. We know that he did not hit it. Now we have the 3 and 4 Jets. We're tied for the top of the AFC South with the Indianapolis Colts, who are 5-3, and we get the win 17-14 right before the bye week to go to 6-3. And we're so close to our goal, man. So close. We shut the running game down. We ran the ball well. We're not turning. One thing I like we're doing, the passing yards still not to my liking, but we are a running team first. Well, at least we're not turning the ball over. Malik Willis is doing a great job of protecting the football and not turning it over. Noah Foster, once again, 1 for 1. 100% on the season. Derrick Henry, 67 yards, only but a touchdown. And we had Kyle Phillips. He's been great since he came back from injury. Might even earn himself a new contract extension. But Jeff Simmons, Greg Rousseau, Derek Barnett, Don Fulton, Elijah Molden, all them guys getting in there. We do miss Caleb Farley, but we're still playing great on defense, even without him. It's going to suck if he loses superstar depth trait just because of the injury. But Derrick Henry didn't lose his. So Amani Hooker, he's been great for us. I'm willing to give him that. That should be a fair offer. And the length is what? Okay. Roger McCreary, even though he does not have any interest, sir, you're staying here. You're staying here. 6-year deal for Roger McCreary. We got him, Caleb Farley, who went down with injury, but he's a superstar dev now. I'm willing to give him that. And we got the deal done. Now we have Roger McCreary, we have Christian Fulton, and we have Caleb Farley all locked down. We just got to work on Amani Hooker. Phillips will probably let test, even though he has high interest in coming back. He's been a great wide receiver 3 for us. I think Nicholas Petit, free air. I would give him a 4-year deal. And he comes back, and we're spending our money now. Malik Willis, we're going to wait and evaluate him at the end of the season, but that's not a lot of money. So I could even give him that and still upgrade the quarterback position. That's how low that amount of money is. The rest of these guys are backup, so it looks like we just have to come back for Phillips and Phillips and Malik Willis be more so what they do at the end of the season. And then Amani Hooker, we're going to work out a new deal with him. But glad to have all the other guys back. Roger McCreary, Nicholas Petit, Friere. We're going to upgrade the team now. We're going to do mostly just the rookies. And that would be Jamario Bell. He's probably not going to be revealed. He's our 4th running back. But I do have him playing punt return. He's normal. Foster, we're not going to know because he's the backup quarterback. Goes up 2 points, though. Goes up 2 points. And Callaway has 2 points. We know that he is normal dev. We're going to try to make him a scheme fit. Moved his position from right outside linebacker to middle. So trying to develop him as a field general scheme fit. Robertson is the 3rd middle linebacker. He does have the hidden dev trait. Also trying to develop him as a field general scheme fit player. And, man, we're not going to know nothing about these players yet. We'll just auto-upgrade everybody else. Come back next week before the Jaguars game and work out a deal with Amani Hooker. And I don't remember what he asked for. He does have interest. close to home, head coach, winning percentage. That's us. And then no income tax for Tennessee. So I think he's 27. 4-year deal is fine. Um, I'm going to up the money just a little bit and see if he'll take that. And he's willing to come back. So we just had to up the money a little bit. We'll wait on Kyle Phillips and Malik Willis and see if we can beat the Jaguars. We are tied with the Colts, even though they have one more loss than us. And we get blown out by the Jaguars, 40-28. Not really blown out, 12 points, but it just looks like a blowout because they dropped 40 points on our heads. But our running game got shut down. Anytime you stop us from running the ball, you better win. You better win that game when you stop us from running the ball. I know why we couldn't run the ball, because Derrick Henry had 2 attempts for 6 yards, probably injured, probably tore his pectoral muscle again. Fulton Byard had a sack. Harold Landry, McCreary, and no picks, no field goals, no punts inside the 20, no special teams touchdown. And I better see no injury, I should say. And oh my gosh, bro. Torn pectoral, Derrick Henry. This game, history repeats itself. Right when we're on the verge of making the damn playoffs, they hurt Derrick Henry. They hurt Caleb Farley. And now we have to go. You know what? We're going to use a 3 running back system. Going to use a 3 running back system, damn it. Going to use a 3 running back system. Going to use the 3 running back system. See if we can beat the Colts. Winner will probably be atop of the AFC South. We are currently. But if we lose this game to the Colts, they will be. Very important game coming up. And they hurt Derrick Henry right before it. Now we're probably going to go on a damn losing streak and play ourselves out of the playoffs, play ourselves out of a division title this game, man. We lose in overtime to Baker. Jonathan Taylor was great. I mean, McClain, 61 yards, but averaged 2.7, bro. Bell had a touchdown. Just get prepared to melt down. Get prepared to melt down. Greg Rousseau is having a great first season with us. They even missed 2 field goals, man. They missed 2 field goals. Game still went into overtime. They should have been kicked their ass in regulation. 6-5 Texans, they're coming back. Not everybody in the division, even the Jaguars 5-6, they were 1-3 at one point. Everybody's going to make a comeback while we're going to run away. 31-17, we actually win. Surprisingly, I didn't think we were going to win that game, but 31-17 against the Texans, very important division game after losing to the Jaguars and the Colts. No turnovers. Up 21-7 at the half. Malik Willis was great. McClain was great. Hassan Haskins was great. Treylon Burks was great. Kyle Phillips, touchdown. He's been great since he came back from injury. He's really playing for a new contract, but he's gonna make himself some money in free agency, whether we re-sign him or not. Fulton had a couple of sacks. Just had a 21 time, and we do have 7 wins. Now, we have to get at least more than 9 wins because we were 9-8 last season. We are currently, I think, in the playoff picture. Look at this AFC South. It is a dogfight. 6-6 Texans, 6-6 Jags, 7-5 Titans, 7-5 Colts. Now we got the 7-5 Rams on the road with a Week 15 showdown with the Colts coming right up, trying to get revenge against them. We got to stop Jonathan Taylor, though. We do beat the Rams to get our 8th win of the season. That was actually big, even though they're an NFC team. And we shut the running game down, shut the passing game down. No turnovers. We dominated them. Scored 14 points in the 4th quarter. Noah Foster getting in 1 for 1, 100% on the season. McClain, Haskins, Bell with a touchdown again. Malik Willis with a rushing touchdown. We just ran with everybody. Treylon Burks has been great. 2 touchdowns for Hess. He's actually getting some touchdowns this season. Jeff Simmons, Amani Hooker. We probably got multiple guys with double-digit sacks, it looks like. I think Greg Rousseau, Jeff Simmons, they're definitely over. Dom Fulton, our right outside linebacker, he's definitely over. And now it comes down to this. 8-5 Colts, 8-5 Titans, lead in the division on the line. lead in the division on the line. They won the first meeting with Jonathan Taylor and Baker Mayfield playing great. And we got to stop. They are a good team, though. 85 overall, all across the board, to our 82 overall. Our offense and defense both did go up a point. No Derrick Henry, no Caleb Farley, though. Come on, y'all. Do we want to make the playoffs? No. Still have a chance to, but still have a chance to win the division too. But we got our asses swept by the Colts, and man, they blew us out. They just blew us out the water. 4 turnovers. We were down 35 to shit at half. 35 nothing at half. 5 touchdowns for Baker Mayfield, and then Malik Willis, no touchdowns. I should bitch his ass for that performance. No touchdowns, 136, 3 interceptions, 2 sacks, 14 to 23. We just couldn't run the ball. And we couldn't stop Baker. Quick. First time I see him all season get a sack, but he is like the third rush D tackle now in a lesser role. Still can make the playoffs. I think we still should be in the playoff picture. Jaguars are right behind us. And, of course, the AFC has to be having a hell of a year to the point where we have to win the division just to make the playoffs. This game knows what it be doing. We got the 6-8 Saints. Come on. 9-6. Don't do this to me. Oh, my God. We're going to melt down. To get screwed by injuries, I know a lot of rebuilders, they play with the injuries off to avoid these type of things, but, we keep it realistic. But come on, man. This is going to be like the 3rd straight time we should have made the playoffs if it wasn't for an injury to Derrick Henry, injury now to Caleb Farley. They do it at the right time, too. They don't just wait for you to make the playoffs anymore. They hit you right in the middle of the season where you're picking up momentum, you're starting to pile on wins, you're looking great. We were like 7-3, 6-3, and then they're like, all right, slow down. 5-10 Seahawks, 8-7 Titans. I bet the 5-10. Oh, we actually beat them. So we're 9-7. If we win this last game of the season and go 10-7, there's a chance we make the playoffs, but there's also a chance that we miss the playoffs with a 10-7 record. It's crazy, right? Shut the running game and passing game down. We need to do that for this next game if we want to make the playoffs. That's what I need to see out of Malik Willis. He's playing for his damn job right now. McClain, 100 yards. Montague was great. Rookie tight end, third tight end had a touchdown. Dom Fulton, he's got to be over double-digit sacks on the season. Probably could be a potential X Factor. Excuse me. X Factor candidate. And look at that. We got an easy Chargers team, 5-11. But this is so lame, man. This is lame, bro. Could potentially finish 10-7 and miss the playoffs. And it's going to come down to 1 or 2 games, and that's the game against the Colts. We had the game against the Jags a couple years ago. We had the injury. Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 first team out, just like last season. So we would need, like the Bills, Patriots, Raiders, one of them bitches to lose, man. One of them bitches to lose. We just win our game against the Chargers, and we'll be in. We need one of those 3 teams to lose. I'm going to upgrade the players for this game. It's very important. Impotent. But let's see if we can just handle our business, get the win, and the rest will fall into place. I think so. Same record, 9-8. Couple of games, second in the division again. Came down to a Derrick Henry, Caleb Farley season-ended injury. Came to us not being able to win one division game against the Colts. Oh, this is so aggravating, bro. Looking at our rankings, we were 26 in points a game, 29th in passing. I think we need to do something at quarterback. And then when you look at the rush, we're always top 5. The defense is always like top 10, number 5 in stopping the run. It's the passing game, bro. And it looked like the passing game did better this season, bro. It's quarterback. And injury. Now, I will say this: if not the injury to Derrick Henry and Caleb Farley, we would have made the playoffs this season. So, not going to put it all on Malik Willis, but I think we have to make some type of change. But Desmond Ritter that's like the second or third time he's done that. Josh Allen, some guy named Mitch Ramsey. Jonathan Taylor, he had a beast season, and he really led them to the division title because we could not stop him. Joe Mixon, Saquon, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Smith, George Pickens, Khalil Mack, Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Amadi Warrior, Darius Slay, Marshawn Lattimore, Jordan Brooks, David Collins, and LVS. Looking at our stats, 28th in passing yards. And I think Malik Willis is just what he is. We were fourth in defensive yards. Great season for McClain coming in as the starter in the middle of the season. And then great second season for Tevin Montague. Yeah, Malik Willis, that's just what he is. And we're going to have to make an upgrade at quarterback. Don't know if we can make the playoffs with him. But 7 touchdowns for McClain. I mean, you see what Henry was doing before he went down with injury. So annoying. Receiving, Montaigne was great. Burks almost had 1,000 yards too. I think we could get an upgrade at receiver over Kyle Phillips. 8 touchdowns for Hess. And our longest reception of the season goes to Tevin Montaigne. Offensive line, I thought they did better than this. It was really Avery Wilson's first season as a starter. Petit Friere, he had that game where he gave up like 4. Walker, I mean, it's just like average. Center, average. Nate Davis is great. David Long didn't impress, but the rookie Lonnie Callaway did. 3 TFLs, 3 sacks, 96 tackles. The secondary, guess they were okay this season, like number 12. And then 3 picks for Amani Hooker, 4 for Roger McCreary. Let's go. 9.5 for Jeff Simmons and 16 TFLs. 14 for Don Ford. I knew he had to be in double digits with 7 TFLs. Harold Landry kind of had a down season. Greg Rousseau had an amazing season. Derek Barnett had a great season for a rotational guy. And then Deion Quick just okay for the role that he was in. 4 sacks for Roger. Oh, my gosh. We had all the picks come from 2 dudes, bro. Roger McCreary and Amani Hooker. Just because of that, for this video, I'm going to say one of you two will be the thumbnail. McCreary or Hooker. It's got to be one of them. Forced fumbles. We have Jeff Simmons, David Long. We have no blocks. We have no safeties. We have no touchdowns. Kicking. Will Lutz made all his extra pointers because you should be able to make all your extra pointers. He only missed 3 field goals. I would look to probably bring him back. Inside the 20 only 8 times, long as 73, average 51.7. Just an okay season for our punter. And the yearly awards MVP, probably like a Josh Allen or somebody like that. It will be Josh Allen. Coach of the year is going to go to Zach Taylor. I think we should have an honorable mention in this, and we do not. AFC Offensive Player goes to Joe Mixon. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to B.J. Byrne, probably a quarterback or somebody like that on the Raiders. And then we have Bell at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to D'Angelo Bullock of the Chiefs. We have Callaway at number 8. Probably should have been ranked higher than that. Josh Allen is your best QB. Running back goes to Joe Mixon. Wide receiver is going to go to DJ Chark on the Bills. No Titans. Offensive line goes to Joe Thuney. I would put Nate Davis up here somewhere. Myles Garrett. You got Jeff Simmons at number 3. Greg Rousseau at number 8. Linebacker goes to Khalil Mack. We have Don Fulton at number 6. Probably going to be an X factor. Roger McCreary wins Defensive Player of the Year. So former Defensive Rookie of the Year for the AFC, now Defensive Player of the Year with his 4 picks. Let's go. Amani Hooker coming in at number 7. And then best kicker goes to Eddie Pinheiro on the Bills. Upgraded team for Tevin Montague. And at least we made it to the end as the coach. Going to go to year 5 as the coach after taking over from Mike Vrabel. And let's see if we have any Pro Bowlers. So looking at or thinking about how we can get this team finally over the hump, I think adding another weapon at wide receiver, and I think adding something at quarterback, or even, we might have that on the roster with the rookie quarterback that we took already. Bills, Cowboys, Super Bowl. And do we have any Pro Bowlers? I'll say Nate Davis deserved the nod. Jeff Simmons didn't make it. Oh, okay, he did. Right in two. And our right outside linebacker got snubbed. Roger McCreary makes it. And I think our safety should make it, right? And he did not. No, Amani Hooker. And Bell, our running back, makes it. So we had a couple of Pro Bowlers. Trying to look at any dev traits that got rewarded that will get stolen, ripped away from. Just not being able to get Malik Willis at least to like a star dev, that's been like kind of like a failure for us as real. We did it for Treylon Burks though, and it's done wonders for him. Bell, we still don't know his damn dev trait, but he is going to be our running back 3 at least for next season. Haskins are probably not going to renew. Phillips are probably not going to renew. And then nobody changed on offense. I thought maybe Hess had a chance to go up with those 8 touchdowns. And then defense, I would say Fulton probably should have went up the X factor. How the hell does Greg Rousseau go down after that type of season? I don't know. Roger McCreary probably could have went up even. And I don't see my boy Caleb Farley. He was injured. We don't know Robertson, so we don't know any of our hidden dev rookies. That's okay, I guess. But we're going to see who wins the Super Bowl out of the Bills. Probably the Bills. They had a lot of award winners, and they lose. The Cowboys, looks like that game probably win the overtime. Dak Prescott is your Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen is your NFL MVP with Zach Taylor, St. Brown, Khalil Mack, a running back for the Lions, Antoine Burnett, and then a middle linebacker for the Rams, DJ Dillard. Practice squad players getting upgraded. None of them probably make the team next season. Got the hiccups. And mock draft 3 is out. This should have more of an accurate positioning of where we're picking in the draft. And we will be number left end. I'm going to just say number left end. But I do want to look at some of these other players up here on the board. They have the Jaguars taking a receiver. I want to look at this receiver that the Steelers are mocked to take. And you know what? I don't think I would draft a receiver. Probably sign one that's already established. And I didn't even look at the contract. So we're going to let Phillips test. Haskins is gone. Malik Willis doesn't have interest any damn way. Our punter, probably bring back free agency. Driscoll, probably let walk. Godchild, Clement. Derek Barnett was great, but he went down, does not have interest. Cruciate, nobody has interest anymore. All you guys were just interested in playing for us, and they're like, all right, fuck it. We're not making the playoffs. We're not interested. Let's look at the retirements. We've had one like at least every year. There goes Robert Woods, who was on this team at the beginning of the season. He's on the Titans in real life now. Probably should have kept Robert Woods, but we wouldn't have got Montague if we traded him. So we'll let everybody walk, including Malik Willis, including Kyle Phillips, at least for right now. We'll take a look at the roster real quick. As we have a quarterback on the roster, it is going to be Noah Foster. He does have normal dev now, but it says future starter, quarterback of the future. Now, he did not have those tags before, but with that future starter, that means he's probably not ready to start yet, but we're still looking for him to be the quarterback of the future beyond the 5 years that we do here in these videos. And Bell has the day one starter thing, and he's down to normal. So when you don't play them rookies, they are going to lose their depth trait. I thought the whole point of the tags were like, if they're like a future franchise something, or like Noah Foster, future starter, quarterback of the future, why did he lose his depth trait? If he has the tag, isn't the tag supposed to protect it? I don't know. Montague keeps his X factor. We could go with Spencer Callaway as a wide receiver 3, but we're going to look to get an established playmaker there as our wide receiver 2 or 3 even. Greg Rousseau, it just don't make any sense how he lost his superstar depth trait after the numbers he put up, the impact that he had on this D-line. I just don't see why he lost it. Harold Landry, Had that great of a season. I might cut David Long and go and sign like another middle linebacker. Let's see what Roberson was. We will never know because he's not a normal. Probably was a star. Don Foley should have went up at least the X factor. And there goes Caleb Farley getting screwed out of his superstar dev because of injury. Byard has kept his X factor all the way through. And we don't have our kicker either. Oh, that's right. I didn't bring back Will Lutz. I probably should have gave him a contract. But it's time to look at the free agents. I was hoping there would be like a damn Justin Herbert here or something. So maybe we bring back. What do we do? Why is Brady still playing at the age of 49, damn near 50? Do we bring back Malik Willis, have him compete with the quarterback that was on our roster that we drafted last season? Or do we take a quarterback in the draft? We know we can't win without we can't win with Malik Willis. We just can't. Don't need running back. Tyler Lockett. Drake London's here. I think Tyler Lockett would give us a great wide receiver 3, scheme fit, veteran, mentor tag, upgrade over Kyle Phillips even at this age, plays for my Seahawks. I think Tyler Lockett would be a great addition to the team. So we're going to offer him a contract. And then Jawan Johnson, y'all saw that TikToker video of his wife saying, his money is my money. Let's see if we could probably sign a backup tight end. No, don't need any offensive linemen. Don't need any D linemen. We could use an upgrade maybe at middle linebacker. Quay Walker's here. Doesn't have any interest. Jermaine Pratt, Drew Tranquil, Kendricks, Divine Diablo. Maybe we go after like a Drew Tranquil to be like a third middle linebacker. Not really, though. Don't really need him. Don't need corner. Don't need safety. Could use Jabril Peppers as a linebacker. Just free agency, like after the year 2 or whatever, where Justin Herbert, Nick Bosa, and all them boys, Rashawn Gary are in there. After that, there's nothing really here in free agency after that. Like, it's crazy. Do we go with Daniel Jones? He has interest. No, I'm not going with no damn Daniel Jones. Our kicker, we're going to bring Will Lutz back. He's just been great the whole rebuild. So, actually going to up the money on him, too. But Tyler Lockett would be a great addition to this team and help out whoever quarterback we will have. So, we'll definitely upgrade our offense at wide receiver, bring our kicker back. I wanted to upgrade middle linebacker, too, but it looks like we're going to have to do that probably in the draft because it looks like we're probably going to have to draft our quarterback or just go with the guy that we already have. No middle linebackers here. I mean, Quay Walker. He's not a scheme fit. It's just the franchise. Now, it's red, but it's not like you see how Jermaine Pratt is like a little bit. It has some. It's damn near close to yellow. We just don't have a franchise quarterback yet. And that's the only reason why. So maybe we go out and get Quay Walker. No, we're just going to go after Tyler Lockett, and we're going to go after Will Lutz. And I think we got Cowboys were just in the Super Bowl, so, man. Damn it. Chase Claypool. Alan Lazard. Well, I guess we can probably get Kyle Phillips back, right? Or go Alan Lazard. Or we develop a little fast receiver that we have. I don't know. Anybody have interest? John Mechie. Isaiah McKenzie. Be bad. He's just a bridge player. Quintez Cephas will be back. Calvin Austin, Christian Watson. Green Bay let a lot of their players go. Amari Rogers, another one. I honestly don't know. I mean, Chase Claypool, we gotta do something. You know what? She's gonna bring in Will Lutz. How about that? I don't know who's gonna be our quarterback. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know who's going to be our quarterback. Don't know if we can find any more weapons for whoever our quarterback is going to be. And these quarterbacks don't look great. So it looks like the quarterback that we already have on the roster is going to be the guy going forward. Receiver, we might have to draft one. Now, Braxton Hiddings looks like a beast. Slow as hell, though. I'll probably add him to the list. And there's no other receiver after that. There's this guy, though, 6'3", 233. It's just his deep route running. Not that bad. Wait a minute. Who's this day 3 guy, though? They're all slow. So I don't like. We could use a middle linebacker. It's literally quarterback, receiver, middle linebacker. Quarterback, receiver, and middle linebacker. I don't see. Well, no middle linebackers for us. This is going to be a fun draft. So mock draft 4 is out. And at pick, what was it, 15, something like that, 16, they still have us taking the damn left end. I'm not interested in taking the left end. I don't even know what we're going to take. I don't even know what more to do for this team, to be honest. And I'm just ready to be done with this rebuild, kind of. It would be nice to make, if we do make the not the Pro Bowl, the postseason in year 5. Now, the past 3 seasons we come so damn close, not due to a couple of division losses, not due to these damn injuries. If we can stay healthy next season, I can literally keep the same team, or even addition by subtraction, or even addition by addition. We can make the damn playoffs. It's just our luck. It's just our luck of injuries at the wrong time. And we need better quarterback play. Now, the private workouts, is I'm not even going to look at the free agents recap. We know Tyler Lockett went to the Cowboys and did not want to come to us at all. We're going to private workout probably the quarterbacks. Probably Nate Mahone, Earl Carey, and maybe this guy, Quincy. No, we'll do Chris. Let's see, strong arm, field general, strong arm. Maybe we should do another one. Maybe we should do like a scrambler. Yeah, we'll do 3 different types of quarterbacks. See which type is the best for us. Scrambler, field general, or strong arm. Take a look really quick at the quarterbacks. And yeah, they suck. They suck. Round 3 to 4 talent. Round 1 talent. Oh, God, bro. Start the draft.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
I
Now
don't even want to
on the
look at
clock.
the picks. Just go to our pick really quick, and I'm just gonna just pick on the fly. Just pick on the fly. I'm not gonna take. See, now there's two quarterbacks available now. This quarterback we know nothing about. And he has F awareness. He has F awareness. Oh, this day three guy though. Who the hell is this guy? Well, we will be taking him day three. This looks okay. But what can we take to help us? Probably going to be him, right?
The New York
Another
Giants
receiver,
on the clock.
big body receiver, first round. That adds Montague, Traylon Burks, and now Braxton Hennings, all round one receivers. So
On the
get
clock
another
now.
weapon for
It's
our
the
young
Tennessee
quarterback.
Titans.
What sucks is my quarterback lost his dev trait too, so he's basically in the Malik Willis situation, normal dev, 70 some overall. If I would have played him last year, maybe we would have kept a star, but gave Malik Willis another chance, and he failed us. Middle linebacker, I don't even know what else to pick. He skipped the combine, but I don't like him. You know, as a 6'3" scrambler. Some of these quarterbacks down the board are, even this guy, Will Sharp, a little bit better than the top quarterbacks. That is crazy to me. We'll go middle linebacker, see what is there. I mean, these guys don't even look that good. Eric Hanks, I don't think he's that good. I might even trade out of this pick, man. What do we take? Another tight end? To add another weapon at tight end? Maybe? There's nothing there. Defensive end, nose tackle. Guess we'll just take this middle linebacker here. I have no idea. We'll just take middle linebacker. Probably not going to
The New
play.
York
Probably get
Giants
cut.
are
Normal
now
dev.
on the clock.
Just had to pick somebody, right?
It's the Tennessee Titans. Now on the
Make the
clock.
next selection here. Uh, took the linebacker. Looking at tight end, backup tight end. We'll take this guy, Jack Pruce.
Now on the
And he
clock.
does have hidden
The
dev. It's
Giants.
nice. Get another weapon at tight end.
Next up, the Titans are on the clock.
Not going to take another running back. We can go fullback. We can actually go fullback. And I see this guy here, Jarrett Weaver.
And
We're going to
now
take him.
on the clock, it's the 49ers. The
You know
Tennessee
what? I think I
Titans
just
are
screwed
now
myself.
on the clock.
I forgot all about that quarterback I was looking at, the day three guy. And his ass is gone. Oh, man. Watch he be hidden dev. Watch he be like a hidden dev. Oh, we got this guy, Billy Harris. Doesn't look bad at all. And then there's the other guy, Will Sharp, I was looking at earlier. He didn't look bad either. And I'm probably going to take
The New
him.
York Giants on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans.
And I'm probably going to take Billy Harris, too. Take another quarterback. Why not? We
The
need to
New York
hit. We're going to have
Giants
open
are now
competition at
on the
quarterback.
clock.
2 rookie quarterbacks in the 5th and 6th round, and a 4th round guy from last
It's
year.
the Tennessee
Somebody's going to win the
Titans
job,
now
right?
on the clock.
Man, I missed out on that quarterback. I think I took the fullback or the tight end instead in the middle linebacker. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, let's take a backup nose tackle real quick. A finesse, B power. His tackling sucks. I'm going to take a chance on him, though.
Now
DeAndre
on the
Van Buren.
clock, the Giants.
As y'all see, I really didn't care about that draft. Year 5, expectations are really low. Really low. We're going to have a new quarterback under center. We didn't really do nothing in free agency. We missed out on Tyler Lockett. These draft picks actually not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. Looks like all 3 of these guys, even Hanks, who I really didn't care about, will probably play this upcoming season. Fullback probably even will play too. These quarterbacks were just ass. And we'll look at the class. I think it was an ass class. And it kind of was. When the 3rd best player to draft was a damn running back who went in the 5th round, it's ass. It's ass. Look at this. The number 1 player was the 32 pick. Best player goes to the damn Cowboys who just won the Super Bowl. And then the 2nd best player is a top pick in the 2nd round. Edge rusher. What a weak ass class, man. What a weak ass class. I was looking at the quarterbacks really quick because there was one that I should have drafted and I forgot about. And his name was it Hernandez? Yes, I think it was Alex Hernandez. And he was only normal dev, so I ain't tripping on nothing. And we're just going to advance the week, get to the beginning of the preseason as we are about to end this year 4. But no more Malik Willis. We're going to have open competition at quarterback. Didn't do nothing in free agency. And if you ask me about it, I'm still the draft king, but we really didn't do nothing in the draft. Another season where we miss out on the postseason just because a loss in a couple of games, division games, and injury bug, man. Damn injury bug. But that'll wrap it up for part 4 until the next episode.